Hello students, in the last video we have discussed about the challenges of political parties. That is, those are lack of internal democracy, dynastic succession, money and muscle power, and also the lack of meaningful choice to the voters. And in this video, I'm going to explain you the efforts and suggestions. It means how can parties can be reformed. Okay? So let's see the efforts and suggestions which have been made to reform the political parties, children. So to reform the political parties, first of all, the constitution was amended because many elected MLAs and MPs indulge in defection to become minister or for cash reward. If they shift from one party to another party, the other party will give them some money or they offer ministry. Okay, so the question is here, what is defection? Defection is an act of shifting from one party to another after getting elected to a legislative body. It means after that person has become an MLA to a legislative body, he will be shifting from one party to another. So I'll explain this with an example. Suppose there are two political parties, children, A and B, and the leader belongs to the A political party. But after the election, B will form the government. So this B political party attract this leader by offering ministry or money. Now this leader can shift from A party to B party for getting the ministry or cash rewards. So to prevent such defections, an anti-defection law was passed in 1985 to prevent defections. Under this law, children, if any MLA or MP changes parties, he or she will lose the seat in the legislative assembly. It means he will lose his whole post. Okay, so it means the leader will no more an MLA or no more an MP. One thing we should know that if 2/3 of MPs or MLAs altogether shifting to another party, it will not come under defection, children. Okay, if one or two MLAs are shifting from one party to another party, it leads to defection. So we can remove them from their seat. But if the 2/3 of the MLAs or MPs are shifting, children, that will not come under defection. The second step has been taken by the Supreme Court in order to reduce the influence of money and criminal influence, children. The Supreme Court made it mandatory or compulsory for every candidate to file an affidavit before the elections. So what is an affidavit? An affidavit is a signed document where a person makes a sworn statement regarding his personal information. He has to give his information pakka, it means correct information. So before the election, the candidate has to file an affidavit giving the details of his property, qualification and criminal cases. So now all the information of the candidates will be in the public demand. Nevertheless, there is no system of check if the information given by the candidates is correct or no. It means nobody are there to check whether this information is correct or no. The third one is Election Commission has made another effort, children. That is, it has passed an order making it necessary for all the political parties to hold their organizational elections. It means they have to conduct elections internally in the political parties and file their income tax returns also. Now the political parties have started following all these instructions, but sometimes it is a near formality, children, or just a formality. So leaders are not serious about the reform in political parties. Besides these steps, there are some suggestions that are often made to reform political parties, such as a law should be made to regulate the internal affairs of political parties. Okay, that's the first suggestion. Second one is it should be made compulsory for the political parties to maintain a register of its members. But it's highly impossible. That's why the political parties are not maintaining, children. But according to the suggestions, children, they have to maintain the members of the political party compulsory. So it means they have to registration of the members is necessary. Third one, the political parties reserve at least 1/3 of the seats for women candidates. Because as we all know that the political participation of women has been very low in India. Usually women doesn't come forward to participate in the elections. That is why they have to reserve 1/3 of the seats for the women candidates. And that's why they have made it mandatory. Fourth, government should give money to political parties to support their election expenses, children. So it can be given either in the form of cash or in the form of petrol, paper, telephone, etc. So in this way, if they give the money, they support the political parties, this may reduce the influence of money in the elections. So there are two other ways in which political parties can be reformed, children. Firstly, the ordinary people, pressure groups, and especially media can put pressure on political parties by raising their voice. Because if political parties feel that they would lose their support of public by not taking up reforms, they would be serious about reforms. If they don't take the public agitations or the media, children, then that may affect the political party. The party may get bad remark on them. That's why they just take it as serious and reform their party. The second one is joining the political parties, simply criticizing the political parties from outside. It is not enough. So that's why people should join the political parties. So if they want to reform the political parties, so it is we have to come forward to reform the political parties. If you don't participate, then who will bring the reform in the political parties? So this is how the two important suggestions are made, children. So this is the question, the efforts and suggestions that have been made to reform political parties, children. This question will come for 5 marks. So please read this question. So with this, I conclude the whole chapter, children. Read the textbook and call me if you have any doubts. Thank you.